Live from Richard Thurman Entertainment Studios in San Antonio, Texas. Welcome to Fandom of the Beard with Mark.
I would much rather fist a Cuisinart.
Chris.
It's like, did Batman let himself go?
And Levin. I know I caught a glimpse of the elusive Brett Ratner in his natural environment. Fandom of the Beard.
All right, everybody, welcome to Fandom of the Beard, Episode 7, Night of the Living Fandom. We're going to be talking about zombies, Living Dead, and basically creepy shit, I guess. Mainly zombies. Let's stick with zombies.
I like zombies. We'll stick with zombies.
Because creepy shit can include, Uncle Tickles.
Yeah, see, still not big on the whole calorophobia thing.
No.
It's definitely my least favorite. Oh, you meant that Uncle Tickles.
Yeah, no, not like a clown. More like, come down to Uncle Tunchi's Puzzle Emporium basement. Oh, so,
what? Five Nights at Freddy's what?
Yeah. Okay, so I am Mark, for anybody just now tuning in.
I'm Levin, for anybody just now tuning in. What's wrong with you? We have so many other episodes. Go check those out first. But then come back. This is awesome.
Just don't. They're all crap. And today we have Ken, who is, one of our super fans.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Every time I see Ken, he's like, where's the next episode? And pulls a knife on me. It's kind of uncomfortable in family events.
Well, Anyway.
Yeah. For all those who are not watching us in the studio, cough, cough, Richard. Ken just pulled out a knife, so let's hurry this along.
It's closed. Don't be a wimp.
For now.
Yeah. So I know normally we talk about how our week's been, but as I discussed with Levin, pretty much for anybody out in internet land.
It seems a little circle jerky.
Yeah. Nobody cares how random guy named Mark in Texas day or week has gone. So,
but this week in the world's been pretty crazy, so we figured we might talk about that.
I'd like to start off with Puddingate.
Oh, well, that's an interesting name for it. I haven't heard it called that.
Well, that's, what I call it.
Fair enough.
It's sad. It's pretty much Bill Cosby has been putting his dick where it don't belong. Mm. And he's up to what, 23 accusers now?
23 accusers.
24.
24?
Last I heard
right.
was 24.
That's right. I think it was Thursday. Somebody within the statute of limitations came forward and is talking to the police about criminal charges.
Yep.
And I've heard interviews with Mr. Cosby, and he just refuses to talk about it. There was NPR was trying to talk to him, and he's, the guy said, "Hey, respectfully, I hate to bring this up, but this is what's going on." And apparently Cosby was just sitting there just shaking his head no. Like he wasn't going to talk about it.
Would you? I wouldn't.
If I didn't do it, I'd be all like, oh, I didn't do it. That's my Cosby impression. Mm-hmm. That's what I got right now. But
oh, okay.
So yeah, I know I just went like 1800s gold miner, but that's the best Cosby impression I got right now.
Seemed pretty close to me.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that guy. Look, yes, he was America's treasure back in the day, but apparently America's treasure was giving people unwanted treasure. So, not my favorite person generally, and I'm pretty sure that stands for just about anybody accused of rape. It's not really my favorite kind of individual.
Yeah. Well, the very real dilemma is, I'm 43. I grew up with Fat Albert, and then the Cosby Show, and then even that other little show that he did on CBS that I don't even remember the name of. Mm. The man had money. The man had clout. The man had prestige. Unfortunately, the man apparently had chloroform. So, he didn't have to force anybody.
Mm. Well, and see, he was doing, I think it was last week, he was doing his stand-up routine in Canada. And about 13 people stood up and just started screaming at him that he was a monster and a fucking rapist. So he got them kicked out. After about 20 minutes, one other person stood up and said the same thing. He got them kicked out. And then this woman was walking by the front stage to get to the lobby, and he says, "Hey, where are you going?" "Oh, I'm going to the lobby to get coffee." And he actually said, "Oh, well, apparently you need to be careful getting drinks around me."
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, and the thing is he's a comedian. If he wants to talk about stuff like that, that's fine. because we have, I mean, hell, Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison was the godfather of the angry comedy. You know, Pryor started the let's talk about stuff that's taboo. And then it went like Pryor, Carlin, Kinison. They all talked about stuff that was taboo. So I'm not going to damn Cosby for talking about something in his life that he's currently being accused of as like a joke. I mean, he didn't do an entire set on it. But you know,
Well,
he just made it
more
crack.
like it was probably more like an off the cuff. You know,
Yeah.
I'm getting heckled and I fuck hecklers because fuck those guys. Like every comedian that I've worded that weirdly. The timing on that was odd. But
No, Cosby, don't fuck those guys. You're already in trouble for that.
But like Louis C.K., he regularly like if anyone heckles him at his show, he's like, "Fuck you! You're a terrible person, and I can't fucking stand you. Leave immediately. No, I'm not joking. You're a shitty, awful human being. How fucking dare you get out?" And everyone else in the show is like, "Yeah, he's right. Leave."
Yeah. But we're going off on a tangent.
Indeed.
The point is that 23 people. I mean, 23 people can't be wrong. To me, it's fucked up that they waited until after the statute of limitations was over and done with to even say anything.
Actually, to me, it's screwed up that the first one let it go to where it happened to 23 others.
Yeah. Well, that
to-
also gets into deeper.
Yeah, I was going to say, in her defense, I mean, it was Cosby back in the day.
Yeah.
That'd be like, I go to the Vatican and I go to visit the Pope. All of a sudden, I wake up and I have to sleep on my tummy for the next 2 weeks, and the Pope is just like, "You are blessed, my son." I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
I would
with
not be
this-
the guy on CNN saying the Pope fucked me in the ass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And so for that, I can't speak to their actions. I can speak to the actions of the accused, which is fuck that guy. If he did it, fuck that guy. If he didn't, I hope it doesn't follow him.
Dude,
But I'm pretty
23
sure.
people, he
I know.
did it.
Look, I know. Look, I know. But I'm a firm believer in the premise of the justice system, not necessarily the way it's executed, but the premise of the justice system: guilty until proven, or other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Other way, innocent until proven guilty.
Well, and the fucked up thing is you've got what's her name, Mrs. Huxtable, the woman who played his wife,
Felicia Rashad.
Thank you. She goes on the news and she's damning these women for coming up and saying, "Look, he did this to me," because her excuse, they're just trying to ruin a legacy.
Yeah, no, clearly that's exactly all they're trying to do. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay. Well.
Because I mean, the man's 77 years old. The day of it, hoping that it's not going to follow him. Yeah, that's. I mean,
That's
might
done
as
now.
well. Yeah, you might as well get ready to put it on his tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
another awful shit this week.
Yeah.
There was also two fucking ridiculous things happened in France by misguided people who are filled with hate. And
you're not talking about the cleaning of the Eiffel Tower?
no.
Oh, okay. So what happened?
Oh, okay. Well, there was an apparent terrorist attack at the.
Dude, you can't even say it was an apparent terrorist attack.
You're right. It was a
straight
terrorist
out
attack. It was a straight out terrorist attack. There was a terrorist attack at the Charlie Hebdo magazine headquarters, and 12 people were killed.
Okay. So explain why.
Because they showed pictures of the Prophet Muhammad, who is supposed to not be shown in things, as a way to prevent idolatry, actually, meaning that it was supposed to be more focused on the love of God rather than the love of this individual. But because his pictures were shown, some crazy assholes got it in their head that the people who showed his picture need to die. And I seem to be repeating myself, but fuck those guys. Fuck them. I can't abide hate in that sense. Terrorists can suck my balls. And then, 2 days later, there was a kosher grocery store held up by more fucking terrorists.
By those guys.
It was the same fucking guys.
The
It
thing
was the
is
same
that,
terrorist.
Oh, fucking course it was.
They were trying to. It was the three individuals did it. It was two guys and a girl. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a really fucked up sitcom beginning. So they are trying to escape. They go into the grocery store. They hold hostages, and I think they ended up killing 4 people before the Paris police went, okay, we're done now, and stormed and killed them. Now, what bugs the shit out of me is the first attack, they videotaped themselves killing a police officer.
Yeah.
It was... That part is gruesome in itself, but the fact that CNN then turned around and played it on repeat for a day and a half,
Yeah, it's really not all right.
but refused to show the actual Charlie Hebdo cover.
Yeah, that was the thing that ticked me off, was the blurring of the cover.
Yeah.
Which was a poor caricature of Mohammed with a little sign that said "Je suis Charlie."
Yeah, the rallying cry that's gone up for the people who died as a result of this attack. And it's just, it's cowardice. But we all knew that our major news networks here in America are fucking cowards for the most part. Apparently, some of them have shown the covers. And it's the only one that I can say, it's the only time that I will ever say this, ever. Mark it on the calendar. Good on you, Fox News.
Oh, God.
I know. It hurts me to say it because they just straight up lie so often.
But they're fair
They're
and balanced.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Fox News is actually, when they've gotten like shit wrong, like not just like a little wrong, very wrong, they've come out and said, look, we're Fox, we're an entertainment company.
Yeah. So fuck them. Because they sure do have news in their title. They sure do have news in their title.
Sorry, you said Fox News was right. I got lightheaded.
I know, I understand. So anyway, but the printing of the Charlie Hebdo with the Je suis Charlie sign being held by Muhammad, that cover, instead of the usual few thousand printings that they're doing, they actually printed 3 million copies.
Yes.
And all of the proceeds for those copies are going to the families of those who were hurt or killed in the attack.
The usual printing, from what I understand, is 60,000 copies. On this last one, the first printing was 700,000 and was sold out in an hour and a half.
Yeah, they had to go back and reprint more.
So, the presses are still running.
Not surprising. And apparently they're selling, according to some of my friends at work, they're selling on eBay for a pretty large sum.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Backed and boarded and put in the closet.
No, it's right next to my, Action Comics #1 and was it a Fantastical Fantasy #15?
Yeah.
And your
Spider-Man or whatever.
Yeah, and your Alpha Black Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept right next to the Jade Monkey.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of motherfuckers looking for that thing.
Oh, well, that's in the closet with Jimmy Hoffa's body, right?
Absolutely. Keep mine right, and then you're right behind the Ark of the Covenant.
So that's your warehouse. God damn it.
My warehouse, yes. Yeah, I am wearing the weird G thing, so.
Yeah, obviously.
You're wearing a G-string?
That's right.
Yep. You didn't see it when he bent over earlier?
Ass floss. I love how we go into like these news stories and now it's just degrading into what's in Ken's ass.
Fun fact, we actually have a New York City mayor from the past to thank for that. He wanted all nude strip clubs, thongs that is. He wanted all nude strip clubs to show less skin, so they invented thongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not talking about the latest mayor who's like,
No.
like he is pretty. It is Ice Cube. Ice Cube is running New York because he's pretty much like, man, fuck the police. And it's like, no, not in New York, dude. You don't want to. I mean, like they all turned their back on him, and he got pissed. They went on
because that was an incredibly unprofessional thing for them to do. No, absolutely not. He supported what seems to be, to most folks, a pretty fucking clear-cut case of a miscarriage of justice. And he said, that's bullshit. But apparently, that's speaking out against cops is when you speak out against cop corruption, you're speaking out against cops now. Who knew?
I could have told you that.
Yeah, well, that's fucking bullshit. Look, I'm definitely for cops. Lived across the street from one. I was super glad he was there. And I'm definitely glad that we have people to fucking protect and serve. But when their purpose goes from protect and serve to protect my interests and serve myself, they can go fuck themselves. And that's an incredibly small minority of cops, I hope. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't personally investigated the subject. But fuck corrupt cops. I support the ones who aren't, and I'll punch the ones who aren't in the face.
Yes, him coming out
And
in
then go to jail for
support
30 years.
was unprofessional. The cops turning their back on him was unprofessional.
Yes. And human nature certainly isn't pettiness. It's definitely not.
No, that's more for Greek gods.
The Greek gods just want to fuck everything.
No, Zeus wanted to fuck everything. All of mythology pretty much boils down into Zeus saying, "I'm going to put my dick in it." Everybody
Everyone
going,
goes, no. And he's like, too late. Hey, what's up, baby? You like these swan feathers? What's up?
"Damn it, Zeus, get your dick out of the cow." Fucking Minotaur, just swear to God. You're the reason I'm scared of hedge mages.
Zeus is Jack Nicholson, huh?
Yeah.
Neat. Hey, you want to get with a swan?
I love how Disney kind of just like skated over the whole, Zeus cheating on his wife and fucking a human and then leaving her with, the uterus ripping afterbirth of Hercules.
Yep. Glad they skipped that part. That wouldn't have made for a good kids movie.
That would have been fantastic. I'd have watched it.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
see that headline. Disney lost its shit.
Oh,
Their latest animated cartoon shows a baby ripping its way out of his mother's uterus. What the fuck?
looks like a fucking Mortal Kombat fatality. So
Hercules wins.
So in nerd news, after the whole Sony hack with the, Kim Jong-il the third, whatever the fuck his name is, the entire Sony hack thing went down. A bunch of people at Sony got fired for some reason. I mean, that it completely makes sense because somebody shit the bed on that one. We're not only talking the Sony hacks that happened with the leaked emails, but the Sony hacks that happened with PlayStation Network getting taken down for like a week.
Yeah, again.
So a disgruntled employee took a, very, very shitty kind of camera phone thing, but it was something that Marvel had sent over to Sony. And it's the intro, and it says, Avengers 3, Infinity Wars. And in the background, there are spider webs.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're working on getting Spider-Man over. Because at first Sony was going, no. We have Spider-Man. Fuck Marvel. We're good. And then, their computers got hacked. And so they're looking for all the good press that they can get.
Yep.
So all we need is Fox to jump on board and we can have Wolverine and the Avengers. So which zombies are we going with? Are we going with the smart zombies, the shambling zombies, the run-at-you rage zombies?
It's got to be the Romero
mutated
zombies.
The what?
It's got to be the Romero zombie, standard shuffle zombie, because
The
anything
very
else...
slow.
Yep.
We're gonna get you. We're still coming. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The ones who are effective in a swarm and not individually, because those are the only ones that there's any chance of there being an apocalypse where there are survivors. Smart zombies will pick up fucking guns, thanks Day of the Dead. Rage zombies are going to climb over any barrier you put up, which means you're hosed once again. You can go ahead and wall yourself in on concrete, but then again, you have a never-ending siege with any kind of zombie that is not a shamble zombie. But I never got really into the survival games as a whole, but the zombie aspect would be an interesting take on it. The trouble is, how do you do a zombie aspect of a game without having it completely overrun? And in a survival game, won't you just pretty much immediately die? So it's an interesting balance there that they'd have to figure out.
What was that game? The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I never actually finished it because I started playing The Last of Us, and then a day later the Ebola thing came about. So it hit a little too close to home because The Last of Us takes place just outside of Austin, Texas. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to play this anymore.
It's amazing how after midterm elections, Ebola just kind of up and vanished like a magic trick.
Yeah,
Neat, isn't it?
weird how that happens.
Poof, not a threat.
It disappeared like Magic Johnson's AIDS.
Oh, dude.
What?
Oh, too soon. That
Fuck
joke was
you
lamer
too
than
soon.
that joke was lamer than FDR's legs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Too soon.
Okay, so we're gonna deal with the just shambling zombies.
Yeah, shuffle zombies.
Okay. No intelligence whatsoever.
No.
They go towards sounds, and they go towards prey that they see.
Oh.
And they'll eat anything.
Even animals.
They will go after a human instead of an animal every time.
Okay. But if there's nothing left, they'll eat a deer.
Correct.
They will eat a deer.
Right, so we're going to deal with the Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah,
because
pretty
everything that you just described is, well, I've never seen an episode of The Walking Dead, but I've read all of the comics.
Yeah. It's
And
basically those.
everything that you described was the Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah.
They've walked up on them eating a deer. I think one of the biggest themes for The Walking Dead, though, is you don't have to so much worry about the zombies. You have to worry about the survivors.
Yep. I think that would be the case in any apocalypse. It's not the unintelligent animals that you have to worry about as much. They'll kill people. Okay. You throw somebody out in the forest, yeah, bears are going to get a couple of them. What's mostly going to kill them is their own ignorance and inability to survive, as well as the greed and manipulation of people around them. Because, yeah, human nature isn't pettiness at all.
No. I want to live. I need a gun to do that. He's got a gun. I am going to go get it.
Yep.
I need food to do that. He's got food. I'm going to go get it.
Yep.
And that's, the zombies almost become secondary in a world like that.
Yeah.
Well, and then the comic kind of highlights that. Several issues through, Rick turns to the group of survivors, and this is after he's, spoiler alert again, this is after he's had his hand cut off. And he turns to them and he grabs one of them and says, "Don't you get it? We are the Walking Dead. We are the Walking Dead."
Oh, yeah. It was a horrible fucking hack line.
Oh,
in
yeah, it was a
comic
hack
book.
line, but frankly, yeah, it was a hack line, but at the same time, made sense.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was the best writing. Not the best. Certainly not the best in the series.
It felt like it should have been delivered by Shatner. I like The Walking Dead simply because it deals with all aspects of it. You have, the herd of zombies. You have regular zombies. You've got,
Crazy assholes.
Yeah, the backwoods. There was a group of cannibals.
Yep. And then they ate the dude who had just gotten bitten by a zombie.
Yeah.
And, that was funny as hell. So they were like, "Oh my God, we're going to die." And they didn't even know if they were or not.
Yeah.
They just assumed. They were right, but that was because someone else rolled up on them. It was Rick from the group, and he just fucking slaughtered them.
Oh, yeah.
It was beautiful.
It is. It's, humans are the scariest part. And the only thing that bugs me is they keep rolling up on other fucking survivors. And they're just like, "Oh, maybe we can make peace with them," even though the last group ate your buddy's legs.
Yeah, right.
Like, if I were in that group, oh, look, another, group of dude.
That's
What
pretty much
survivors?
That's pretty much how that works for them. And the last dude they run up on, he's like, whoa, no gun, no pack. I'm not harmful to you. And they were like,
That was when they went to the neighborhood, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I'd like to think that we'd go zombie land. Like,
perhaps.
I'd like to think I'd be the guy that goes to LA and lives in the giant mansions and in all actuality, I'm a really just fat white dude with shit legs. So I'd be like the second guy to ever get bit by a zombie.
But the rules, man. Cardio.
Ouch. No.
Yeah, I don't really do cardio. Don't put me down for cardio.
Yeah.
But Twinkies.
Yeah, I'll do
I'll do
Twinkies.
Twinkies. Yeah.
No, I would definitely be the second guy to get bitten and the third zombie to get shot. Look at that fat, tall,
That
bearded
thing's
one.
huge. Blam.
Yeah.
No, I was actually thinking about this year for Halloween doing zombie, just because put blood in the beard. It's super freaking effective.
And it's a super cheap costume.
Yeah, plaid shirt.
Yeah, I've done a zombie costume like 3-4 times, and it cost me like $1.75. You take an old undershirt, you get some fake blood, sprinkle it with fake blood, roll it in oil, cut it up, burn it a little bit, put it on, face makeup.
And then you call your Uncle Ken and lay clothes in the street and say, could you run over these a few times?
I did not call you so much in the fact that you were already at the house.
Well,
and
yeah,
like, hey,
because your mom has the good candy. So,
Is that what you're calling it?
What the fuck did you just say about my mom? Your mom has the good candy. Thank you. My penis is now just for decoration.
That is what you call a soft off, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You've got this weird swelling in your throat.
No, I'd like to think I'd go Zombieland.
Oh, I'd go straight zombie survival guide. I'd either go up to the mountains and get that nice fresh mountain air, which I already enjoy, so, kind of win-win. Or I would rock out a ship. I'd go on a ship.
Bodies float, though.
Bodies float. Zombies tend to puncture holes, and they don't really know how to swim. They're not that coordinated.
Yeah.
They'll be like, what do we do? So don't fall off the boat. That's rule number 1. You fall off the boat, you're probably scrawed in the pluperfect perfunctive. And and then you have to think about, I don't know if, I think Walking Dead doesn't have them infect the animals.
No.
Okay, but I don't remember if Romero does.
I don't know if he touched base on that.
In Night of the Living Dead, he did not.
Yeah.
But that, there's still all the other...
That was the first zombie movie I ever saw, like VHS, black and white.
That was one of the very first zombie movies.
That was the first zombie movie
Well, that
ever
was the
made.
first zombie movie where zombies were no longer something mystical. They were something scientific or biologic.
That makes sense. Well, because prior to that, it was all the whole voodoo zombie
It was
concept,
the voodoo,
right?
the Louisiana swamp magic and, stuff like that.
You gonna die. But of course, you got the voodoo zombies still run from fire, still feel pain. So, if it's voodoo zombies, at least you have a chance.
Well, the only thing that voodoo zombies is just like, say somebody put a spell on you.
You put a spell on me.
Kind of. So it would just be that, and you would, it's the shittiest term for a zombie where it's shuffling and you just follow exactly what they say. They don't eat brains. They don't eat human flesh.
They just do what they're told.
Yeah. So.
Including goose stepping.
Yes.
What? You didn't like the Nazi zombie mode in Call of Duty?
Oh, I was going to say I did not see that coming.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure what really happened is that Hitler was a voodoo priest, and the rest speaks for itself.
And frankly, I'm tired of this discussion.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's hell. We're on our way. Good deal.
Hide and seek champion 1942.
Oh, God. Well, so.
Meanwhile, back at the farm.
But yeah, the Call of Duty Zombies mode, where specifically you're freaking FDR.
Yeah.
And you're playing with Fidel Castro.
Oh, no, it was JFK.
Oh, it was JFK. That's right. That's right. It was JFK, not FDR.
JFK, Fidel Castro.
Yeah. And
you could be George W. Bush,
that's
Senior.
really funny. The best part about that, though, is anytime I played, everyone just kept team killing JFK with headshots.
So did life.
All the time. Oh. Wow. It's terrible.
Yeah, well.
Guys, come on, stop it. The zombies are getting in. Guys. Guys, stop.
His little death animation is a woman in a pillbox hat just kind of...
Oh, God.
Oh. Just in the purse.
We're going to do that every... Oh. We're going to do that every show. We're going to reference her every show.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah.
Good old pillbox hat. I can't. I know it wasn't SNL because that would have been way too wrong. It was some comedy thing that kept like every time a character would spill something, a person dressed up as Jackie Onassis would run on stage and clean it up just hurriedly and run off. I remember seeing that and I'm just like,
Might have been Mad
holy
TV.
shit, maybe.
It sounds like something Mad TV would do.
But
It's amazing.
And it was supposed to be like a year before JFK got assassinated, so he'd be like he's around his desk and he spills her drink and she just like jumps over the desk and starts scooping up the ice. And I'm like, oh
So I'm actually a big fan of manpower as far as surviving zombie apocalypse goes. The idea of like hooking up a bicycle to a generator, that kind of deal.
oh, okay.
Aside from a number of things like, I'm super big fan of hot water. Yeah, I'm especially if you're living up in the mountains, cold water kind of a no-go. Also, having a washing machine and dryer that you could run on occasion would be neat. Because if you hang your clothes outside, they're all gonna smell like fucking zombie. That's just gross.
Yeah, a zombie apocalypse would stink to high heaven.
Yeah,
Really
it
would.
really would. Yeah, I remember a episode of Coast to Coast, and I think it was when Art Bell was still on it. It was before George Norrie. And they were talking about a zombie apocalypse and certain survival strategies. And one guy was... he was a proponent of all humankind moving above the Arctic Circle.
Well,
Because animated flesh is still flesh, and fresh flesh will still freeze.
yep.
So,
Then you run into the trouble with the Russian zombie.
yeah.
No, do you know the story? Okay, so this family ran across. It was an old farmhouse. It was up in Siberia. They got kicked out of wherever they were in Russia. Something communism. But so that they're in Siberia. They find this old farmhouse, and they find in the back, and there's this big snow-covered mound, and inside what looks like a mummified body. And they're like, oh God, we have to get this out of here. We have to go, bury it. And so they take it out of the snowbank, which was real thickly packed, and they bury it. And the next night, there's a freaking hole in the ground, and there's a zombie scratching at their walls and pounding in boards and breaking windows. They managed to get up the attic ladder and destroy the ladder, which is really the best way to keep a zombie out of your house, or at least out of where you're staying. Is destroy where you came in from, and it lays siege to them for days until it finally gets cold enough that the family almost freezes to death and the zombie stops moving quickly enough that they can get around it and chop it to little bits. So
Yeah,
while
actually,
it's
I think I have heard that.
yeah, and
What-
it's
Yeah, that was in.
Zombie Survival Handbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, and it's awesome. But it also, the zombie virus doesn't go away when they're frozen. That's the trouble. Is frozen zombies then extend the zombie apocalypse. What I would want to do is usher them all to the ocean, and then they'll all desiccate in the ocean, and they'll kill all the fish because lots of rotting corpses in the ocean, not good. But well, okay, most of the fish. The scavengers will really get up on it.
Oh, yeah.
Have
You're
a
going to have
freaking-
crab for days.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Crab and lobster, because lobsters are also
Oh, yeah.
scavengers.
I wouldn't, just in case,
In
go
case
to-
it carries.
Yeah, go to Red Lobster, come back. Oh, my stomach hurts, and yeah.
But although I do like the Arctic Circle idea, because it's definitely a way to live. And then up in the Arctic Circle, ostensibly, it's not exactly going to get any warmer anytime soon, or at least that's the hope.
Well, according to Al Gore,
We're screwed.
Well,
and we should all watch out for
Yeah.
Man, Bear, Pig.
man, bear, pig. Half man, half bear, half pig. Man, that's a dangerous mofraki.
Yeah. So again, dealing with just the shambling zombies, there's a huge ability to survive. Now,
Yes.
even now, if we turn around and add in, okay, well, first zombies can still run because there's no rigor mortis.
Yeah. that's
then
terrifying.
we kind of up the ante on that one.
It's true. That would mean that, well, that would make it a more viable zombie apocalypse scenario, definitely. And what you'd wind up with is the shamblers who are left after, a year or so. You're not going to have very many fresh zombies out there.
Right.
Most of them are going to have broken their own leg from running without pain.
Right.
And so you'll wind up with shufflers and crawlers and things like that after probably about a week after a whole bunch of people get bitten.
Yeah. There's actually a podcast called We're Alive. Mm-hmm. And it's an episodic podcast that it plays out like an old radio drama. And it's got some of the guys from Burn Notice doing the voices.
Oh, that's awesome. I loved that show, too.
Yeah, and it was, I want to say it was something like 174 episodes. And they finished it out. But it all plays out like chapters, and it's all about, 20 to 30 minutes. And those zombies, they could run, they could climb. There were a couple that were actually smart, like they would kill someone, put on their clothes, and just kind of hide in a hallway.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's terrifying. But they were attracted to smell, like sweat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how mosquitoes find us.
Exactly.
Carbon dioxide.
That's
assholes.
what it dealt with. But they would actually recover and burn their dead. Like
Yeah.
ants.
Well, and the reason why ants do that is because there's a parasitic fungus that can take over ants and then destroy them. It takes over their nervous function. It has them infiltrate a hive and then basically explode in spores that spread the fungus.
Right.
I
Which, if that, I mean,
that's The Last of Us's premise,
exactly.
isn't it? Yeah.
That's exactly like The Last of Us is.
Yeah, the mycelium instead mutates so that it takes over humans.
Somebody ate a bad mushroom pizza, and now the world's fucked. Thanks, dude.
Who's the chef who made that? What an asshole.
Yeah.
Probably had to have been Emerald.
Yeah. I was going to say Wesker from Resident Evil. Just with that sous chef hat on. Just Which, I mean, and Resident Evil, that was another... I like the series. I like the first two movies. And then after that, they just went super weird with cloning. And, I mean, I'm cool with cloning.
The story's good.
What's her name? But... yeah.
But
I'm totally cool with cloning her.
Yeah.
Mia Jovovich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Mila Kunis, which I'm okay with cloning her too.
I'd be perfectly fine cloning Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
So Ken, describe to me your perfect zombie apocalypse, and don't go with, well, there wouldn't be one. That's my perfect one. Tee-hee. Yeah, we get it. But say you didn't have a choice. The only choice you have is to, engineer your own zombie virus.
Oh. So I'm creating it. Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Damn. Hi.
You're
Yeah.
creating it, but then you're knocked out and put somewhere in the world with no memory of creating it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing is I'm going to the woods. It finds decent source of water, plenty of wood. We'll figure it out. If you're talking about zombie type, I'm terribly happy with slow shuffling zombies rather than something that's because I don't move real fast either.
Yeah. I don't think any of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say everybody in this room is like wave one of getting bit by zombies.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to worry about surviving. We'll be at Walmart and some dude's all like, hey, nice arm. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
Well, and I am certain that I would be one of those idiots who who would be like, "Are you okay, man? You look kind of sick." And like,
no.
and I'd be like, "Hey, man, you all right?" Like, whoa, hey, what's going on? What, are you all right?
You're the
Hey.
dude that gives him like 9 chances
Yeah.
to bite your
Like
ass.
400
and you're just
times.
Like, hey, calm down there,
Yeah, and
buddy.
then the main hero has to like come in and save me with a timely axe chop to the zombie's head, and hopefully I don't get scratched.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I wouldn't be though. I would not be the asshole who gets scratched or bit and hides it. Fuck that guy. I was like, oh, hey, I know what I want. All of you to die.
Yeah.
Good plan, bucko. You're screwed at that point. You're screwed. Go in and take out as many of them as you can. Congratulations. You have now become our main weapon against them.
That's right.
Run in and chop. You're already dead.
I'm just going to strap you down with explosives and be like, hey, go give that one a hug.
All the Semtex you can find, just like give him air horns strapped to his body, like just duct tape him, and then just be like, all right. Just duct tape him open. Just be like, run, go. But when the air horn runs out, you'll explode, and you're all set.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, fuck Walmart, fuck Academy, fuck Bass Pro. You know where I'm going? That little hole-in-the-wall gun store down the street. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go knock on his door and be like, I'm not here to loot. I just want help and to help you. Is that okay?
As soon as he lets you in, you fucking curb stomp him, take all his guns, and go on your way.
Right. Or hole up in the gun shop, because...
Oh, right. You're the more peaceful. No, I'm balls to the walls.
I don't mean you don't curb stomp him. I mean, you leave his body out front, and the zombies will feast on it, and then move on. And
there's that.
And also, gun shops have bars on the windows, and you can make sure that you don't make noise inside of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm totally going to like the south side where every house has bars on the windows.
Yep. It's a nightmare for firemen. Great for zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to the neighborhood with the dude sitting on the front porch that screams hootie hoo when anybody pulls by with a fucking, set of lights on top of their car. That's where I'm going.
You're going into the dude who has the alarm made of 7 Rottweilers.
Yeah.
Hey, here's money. I'll stay with you for a day. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let's face it, money, that's gonna help out.
Here's the stupid part, is the first few days, that's exactly what people are going to do. They're going to be like, oh, you have money. Oh, great. When the government fixes all this, I'll use that. Uh-huh. You sure will.
Yeah, you count on that. Hold your breath.
Man, I would find the dude with the most teardrop tattoos and just be all like, man, I'll suck your dick. Just let me live. What?
It's funny because I believe you.
I'm all about surviving. Oh, yeah. No, the trick is when being forced to suck another man's cock, you don't make eye contact, just look straight ahead, do what you need to do, don't try and spice it up by going, nope. Dude, no, I don't care.
Apparently.
Clearly. But hey,
let's see.
Right now.
Okay,
see,
would I rather get eaten alive in the most horrific way or take a shot in the mouth to live another 3 days? No, I'll take a shot in the mouth to live another 3 days.
I can't blame him for the choice. Actually, my significant other and I were talking about it the other day when we heard a commercial for RVs. And I was like...
please explain before I make a joke.
About zombie apocalypses specifically.
Okay.
Not about taking shots in the mouth. That's a different conversation. But specifically about zombie apocalypses, we hope that the zombie apocalypse comes a little later in life, so we can buy an RV and be rolling around the country. And when the zombie apocalypse happens, we go to the nearest military base, steal 800 feet of concertina wire, and we're fucking set.
So how long do you think before we lose water and power?
3 weeks.
You think 3 weeks?
That's the emergency setup because that's after it's publicly announced. You got 3 weeks, and that's it. Because that's how long the emergency stash is, and that's how long the emergency protocols are set up to run them and then shut them down.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I'm pretending that I'd survive. I know.
You're like, I know. They'd come into your house and you'd be like, well, shit. Guess it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good run.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, I would like to believe that I would not, be in a puddle crying, begging for my life. But I know me.
What do I do now? Yell for help, hide in a corner, and shake till somebody gets there.
I'd like to think that I'd be the guy who takes action, but the problem is I'm the guy who takes action without thinking, so I would be the guy who goes, come on, guys, this way. Oh! Yeah. And then I get bitten in the face. Immediately.
Sorry. I totally just imagine that just in a hallway. I think we should go this way. You turn a corner, just, no. Nope, I don't think we should go that way, guys. We should go check on Levin. Nope.
Unfortunately, I'm that guy too. So
That fat fuck almost got us killed. No. If you do survive the initial, wave, it helps to have a bug out bag, which you should have for emergencies anyway. So that always made sense to me. Okay, I'll admit I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I don't have one, but I want one. And that's not just because, zombie apocalypse. Real
Canned
talk.
food, MREs, flashlight, buck knife,
Water
rope,
filter.
water filter.
water filter.
Yeah.
And not a charcoal water filter, a permanent water filter.
Yeah, just and rope.
Yep.
Because the
I like
Boondock
paracord.
Saints taught me anything.
You can always use more fucking rope.
Yes.
I like paracord. Extremely useful, super durable, 550-pound test. It's also called 550 cord.
Yeah.
They sell it in bracelets and crap, so you can carry it relatively easily.
See, and I would want to get one of those. I don't even know if they still make them. I remember back in the 90s they were flashlights that
That you
doubled as
shake.
No, they doubled as radios and sirens, and the lights would change. I got one for Christmas for some reason. I was 8.
Well, boyo, I want you to be ready in case the zombies come.
I don't even remember who gave it to me, but
Santa.
yeah, I mean, like one button would turn on the light, another button would wake everybody up in the house. And trust me, I'd get him confused all the time. Be like, I'm going to read in the middle of the night. Wah, wah, wah. Well, fuck, no, I'm not.
Nope, I'm going to get grounded in the middle of the night. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Now that everybody knows exactly what the fuck I'm doing.
And holy crap, when did the Klingon show up?
Either trying to read a comic book at 2 a.m. or dive deeper under the sea.
Well, I mean, a lot of people have more preparation in their house than they realize.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just
Gasoline and Tide.
gasoline and Tide. I mean, just having a couple of extra candles, having a couple of extra flashlight batteries, and you've got that can of lima beans in the back of your cabinet that's been there for 2 years,
But it's still good because it's canned.
still there. Water.
Yeah, that would be
I mean, first thing you do, fill up the bathtub. I mean, in hurricane country, that was the first thing they taught us.
Mm-hmm.
You always have a little bit that it's not going to be, you're not going to be living
The
high
high
on the
life.
hog, but you're going to be living.
Well, I mean, just, having a bug out bag in general for an emergency means you'd be totally freaking set for a zombie apocalypse. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
I wouldn't say set. I mean, you'd be...
Better off.
Yeah.
Also a target for raiders. But
Yeah.
that's okay. Just don't show me a bug out bag. It's
Hey,
really
look at this backpack I've got, guys. Put down your weapons.
Why do you have 9 machetes in this bag? I figured I'd need those more. Shing, 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 shing.
Zombies, fresh meat, I'm leaving.
So we've pretty much already established that, I'm out in the first wave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what kind of guy would you be in the zombie movie? Would you be say your loved one gets bit? Yeah.
That sucks.
Don't, because it always happens in the zombie
I know,
movies.
it does. And that's the thing, is that sucks. But in particular, me and my significant other,
Yeah.
the words "I love you" would come out of my mouth, and the next thing anyone would hear would be "bang," and that sucks.
Just put them down,
Immediately.
even if they're not turned yet.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want them to suffer through that. Huh. My significant other and I, we have already talked about this because she's awesome. She's like, I get bit, you shoot me in the head. I'm not becoming one of those things. Same here. Awesome. Done and done.
Ken?
Well, to be real honest, my wife and I have had not quite that same conversation, but back when the big thing was, don't pull my plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, my big thing is always, pull my plug. And my wife said the same thing. Now, when it comes to the kids,
Yeah, that's
That's where that gets hard.
well, the thing
I'd
is,
need someone else to do it.
Me too.
I can deal with regular just zombies or whatever, but you add children in.
You got to get over that social stigma.
Yeah.
That gets rough real fast.
That's why I'm saying the zombie apocalypse would just smell like shit.
Yep.
You'd
And
have
urine and blood.
You'd have a bunch of like groaning zombies and then dead silence and just like, so it's the gas escaping from the zombies. And it's like, whatever, Mark, you just cut ass in the middle of our like hold up area. Thanks, asshole.
It's a good thing the zombies aren't attracted to sound. Oh, wait.
Or smell.
And see, that's why I'm sure that I would die, because I am a gassy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, whatever group I'm with would throw me out before the zombies found us. Just,
You smell like them. God damn it.
no, I'm so sorry. All we've been eating is Spam and baked beans. My apologies.
Mark, what? Why is the outhouse overflowing? That's not even reasonable.
Yeah.
Just try to lay hands on all the peanut butter and white bread you can get. That way you don't have to worry about pooing for like a month.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we're such a classy podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Stay classy, San Diego.
We're having, see, we're actually discussing like the realism of a zombie apocalypse, like, you know, having to shit and pee.
Yeah, not, you know, what martial arts technique would be the best one to fight off zombies. The run like a bitch style is clearly the best. Yeah. That's the other thing that you're going to have to deal with is there's going to be fucking Donner Party shenaniganery going on eventually.
Oh, yeah.
And you know people are going to start off doing it and they're like, well, we're going to have to do it eventually. Might as well start now.
Might as well start now. Motherfucker, it's been 3 hours.
I can still taste the Chinese food when I burp. Shut up.
We just left the McDonald's at 1:30.
Didn't you hear the zombie apocalypse on? Yeah, I still have my burger. Eat that, asshole.
Yeah, because everybody, the first thing we're going to do is go get guns. Okay, well, you go get guns. What do you know about guns?
Do you know how to maintain them? How to load them in a hairy-ass situation?
Yeah.
Can you put the safety on?
I've got a 12 gauge. Will this fit in there?
Yeah.
Just because it goes in the hole does
Doesn't
not
mean it
mean
will
that
fire.
that's what is supposed to be in that hole.
That is correct.
I don't know how many times I've been told that.
Trust me, I know the feeling. Well, I mean, I taught archery. I started shooting a bow and arrow when I was 12. And
Nice.
I've got a couple of recurves at the house. You know, an arrow, it will last longer than a bullet, but not much.
Uh-huh.
You know, with an arrow, if you're lucky, you get 3 shots.
Yeah, that's like super lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with a bullet, you get 1.
Yeah.
So now the advantage to the bullet is, you know, I'm good 200, 250 yards. With an arrow, I'm good 20, 25 yards.
Mm-hmm. And
With
most
a
people are gonna be
baseball
good 10
bat,
feet.
I don't need any training.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about my technique, and I'm not going to have to reload, and I don't have to worry about trying to find where the safety is.
And you don't have to sharpen the baseball bat.
That's true.
You don't have to, but you could.
Yeah.
10 times more badassery with a sharp baseball bat. We're talking wood ones, of course. I mean, you sharpen a metal baseball bat, that's impressive.
You can. I was thinking metal. I was like, how are you going to sharpen that? How do you even do that?
Are you psychotic enough to, like, say, go to an old folks home and start grabbing motherfuckers in a wheelchair? Like, at what point does your life mean more than, say, you know, Grandpa Moses, who's 98 years old?
Oh,
and
that's
just
simple.
Like,
At the point where Grandpa Moses can no longer fix the car, guess what? You can ride behind it, motherfucker.
Yeah. At the point where there's 35, 40 of them behind me, and he's less than 10 feet in front of me, that's when, you know, Grandpa, I love you. Bye.
put a stick in his spoke so he can't move. He's like, I think the brakes are on. Oh!
Disconnect the battery off the hover round.
Yeah, that's, I hate to break it to you, but at that point, you're just Meals on Wheels. We're just putting some Semtex on the back of your hover round. You can drive in as far as you can. Hit the brakes when you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part is like they're approaching the zombies slower than the zombies are shambling.
Them.
Like they're still shamble zombies, so they're just awkwardly shuffling and like they're doing the old people steps, and this guy's still moving slower on his little scooter.
Yeah. Just giving him the death stare and said, when I finally get to you tomorrow, you're dead.
They're only 25 feet. It takes 3 hours.
You just kind of want to run up and give him a push. There you go. Oh, so you can save me. Nope. Here's what you do. Okay, you find at least 3 or 4 soldiers with really bad PTSD. Okay, you strap them to the roof, and the way you wake them up every morning is loud blaring horns. Just, put headphones on them and be like, okay, play. And it's like, dun, 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 dun. And they wake up pissed off and having flashbacks. And then you drive and let them fucking decimate whatever's behind you. So I guess, like, the main thing that we've got to look at is the zombie culture has definitely hit big in the media.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of gotten everything. We've mentioned already 7 or 8 things that, those just off the top of our heads. You got the entire Resident Evil series. There's the 6 main games for that, and not to mention all the offshoots. You've got zombies are a kind of a go-to bad guy in video games too. It's really easy to put just random zombie in video games, even see them in like online flash games and crap. But
yeah,
I mean, they're even so popular as to be a different enemy type in the Call of Duty games, and of course, every other movie seems like is a zombie movie. One of the biggest series on TV right now is The Walking Dead, a zombie series. I mean, it's everywhere, and it's really interesting. I think that it's blown up so big.
Well, and the fact that you can go to like pretty much any major clothing outlet and find zombie shirts. Mm-hmm. I mean, Levin, you're wearing a zombie shirt.
Yep, it says zombie friendly in the event of a zombie apocalypse. Do not eat.
Yes. You have a zombie patch on, Ken.
Yeah,
zombie outbreak.
My zombie outbreak response team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's everywhere.
There's even a zombie house for sale where it's like slabs of concrete that you can put over the windows and doors and garage and everything.
Yeah.
And the second floor extends out past the bottom of the first floor. Mm-hmm. So there's a space underneath that the zombies can't like climb up onto the side of the slab of concrete and crap.
Yeah. So, I mean, Levin, what would you think is the best zombie movie?
The best zombie movie?
Yeah.
Oof. That's really tough. Just because there have been so many of them. I'm going to go with Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
It's fucking hilarious. I mean, I always love everything that Simon Pegg and Nick Frost do. They're really funny guys. But that series that movie as a whole is just highlights the ridiculousness that is regular people dealing with the zombie apocalypse. Like it's inane and silly.
Yeah.
And awesome for that. What about you, Ken?
Yeah, for along that line, I actually really like Zombieland. Mm-hmm. I love that movie.
That was incredible. I mean, killing Bill Murray, that was really...
Is it the best line of the movie? Do you have any regrets? Oh, Garfield.
You think you might make it? No.
And how about you, Mark?
Oof. I'm going to get shit for this, but Warm Bodies.
Really? The zombie love movie?
Oh my god, dude, because it was so fucking hilarious.
All right.
And it was the first movie that actually showed, the zombie thought process. Okay, I don't remember my name. I don't want to be doing this, but I have to eat.
Huh.
Yeah, have you ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
You need to. It's just funny. Like the love story is like secondary to everything else that's going on.
Oh, okay. Because the
It's
trailers
got-
were just like,
Yeah.
love story, zombie love story.
No,
yeah.
it's got John Malkovich in it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him in anything since being John Malkovich that I can remember.
Dude, he's been in Red.
I didn't see Red.
Gee,
dude.
like
I know.
like
I
John
know.
Malkovich is just a blind spot for you apparently.
Apparently.
But no, it starts off. It's following. They call him R because at the beginning of the movie, he's like, "I'm pretty sure my first name started with an R, so I can't even remember anymore." And you know, they run along. You know, a group of people. It's actually got Franco in it, Dave Franco.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And you know, he ends up eating this guy, and it was this girl's boyfriend. So he says the best thing about eating the brains is it's flashes of people's best memories.
Ooh.
So it makes them feel alive for a brief time.
That's cool.
So he eats this guy's brains and then falls in love with this guy's girlfriend because he now has the memories of being with this girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and that's where it came about. And there's a whole convoluted story about he actually comes back to life through something weird. Like he was like the first one, and then everybody that
Wow.
he ran into.
Oh, wow.
It's everybody that
brings us together today.
it's like everybody he touches now. Like all the zombies now become, you know, they start being afflicted by the same thing of they're coming back to life.
Ooh.
And they can, like, throughout the movie, you can see the progression, like they start to have speech. So,
Thanks.
like I said, just check it out. I think it's on Netflix.
I'll have to check that out. I thought it was just going to be freaking zombie, convoluted plot glue, zombie love story, and I was going to go, no.
No, it's not. It's not Zombie Twilight.
That's basically what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Except possibly sans creepy stalkerism and setting feminism back 50 years. He disabled my engine so I can't go see my hunky friend. He must love me. No. That is an incorrect conclusion.
I saw the remake of Evil Dead. Man, nothing to do with the original.
Nothing.
Like the only thing was they found the Necronomicon
And
and
that's...
read it.
Oh, well, that's... See, that just seems like a terrible idea to me anyway.
Well,
Like,
if
why
I
would
find
you-
any book in Latin in
I'm
an
not
old
going to try and
cabin,
read it. Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Latin, Egyptian, Aramaic. Yeah, I'm just not doing it.
Oh, I happen to be an expert in X language that book is written in. Oh, great. I'm keeping it the hell away from you.
yeah.
You're not allowed to read it, and if you touch it, I'm stabbing you in the face.
What's that? It goes in the fire. I agree. Well, and in the remake, the book was wrapped in like a Glad garbage bag and then wrapped in barbed wire. And it just shows this guy clipping away the barbed wire. I'm like, well, that should be your first deterrent.
You're kind of a moron, aren't you?
And then he rips open the Glad trash bag and brings out the book. And he's all like, this is made out of some weird leather. Like, that's your second hint.
That's skin, bro.
And the first page he opens up is like, you know, somebody killing a goat man over a brass bowl with a pentagram, like right there. I'm like, that'd be hint number like 3 through 72. The damn thing's going in the fire.
This can go back to hell where it clearly came from.
Oh, sell that shit to a museum. Let the museum deal with it. It'd be like, you know,
Arkham all over. Oh,
no, I was going to say Night at the Museum, you know, the XXX version.
God. Oh, hey, fun fact. Lovecraftian horror, I believe, is the first account of zombies ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are several series of books which incorporate, of course, Lovecraftian mythos and things like that.
Yeah, Lovecraft wrote 3 short stories. One of them was what later became the Reanimator movie in '85. I love Lovecraft.
Yeah.
He's a little freaky. Yeah.
I still play the Arkham Horror games.
Oh, yeah.
Like Elder Sign, which is that one's my favorite of them because it's still Arkham Horror without all of the really complex nature of the Arkham Horror board game in itself. And it's also not as complicated as the Call of Cthulhu RPG.
Yeah. Hey, now. We used to always play Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Call
So-
of Cthulhu's awesome.
So anybody who actually plays Call of Cthulhu, you need to look up. It's on SoundCloud. It's called Old Man Henderson.
Yes, you do.
To me, that's the way
That's how to
tabletop
win.
games should be played.
Yeah.
This is one I'm not going to spoil for anybody. Just go up and look it up.
Yep, that's so good.
Yeah. When we used to play Call of Cthulhu, the game master would let us buy weapons out of a Twilight 2000 weapons guide. Because he's like, if you ever come up against something where you need something like this, yeah, you might as well go out with a bang.
All right, guys. Well, if you have any further ideas for your zombie apocalypse, feel free to post them up on Facebook or our website, which will be linked on other YouTubes. And if you have any other ideas for our next shows, definitely put them up. I'm pretty much comfortable talking about anything.
I'm pretty sure we can say that with 100% certainty. We'll talk about anything as long as it somehow relates to nerdiness.
Yeah. And Ken, do you want to plug your business?
Sure. I am the owner-operator of RNA Enterprises Courier Services. If you need something hauled, you need something carried, you need something filed, give me a call at 210-268-2739.
Yep. Ask for Hank. He's in a yellow raincoat. He will point you in the note. Don't ask for him.
He kind of jingles when he walks.
Oh, God.
Hey, Chris, you're into obscure shit, right?
Of course.
We actually just got a box full of obscure comic books like Shadow Man, Least I Could Do, stuff like that.
Okay, interesting. I was going to say, Least I Could Do, from the web series?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
We got it from Comic Bento. Have you ever been to comicbento.com?
I have before. I really like that site. It's nice.
Yeah, $17.99. You can go ahead and get Comic Bento to send you a monthly box full of comics and comic book swag. Again, that's comicbento.com, or go to our webpage for the affiliates. Hey, Levin.
Yeah,
You like rock music?
I sure as hell do.
You like Irish rock music?
No, just kidding. I fucking love them.
Check out Killer Dismount. They did our intro.
Oh, yeah, they sure did. They're amazing. You can see them from our affiliates page, yeah?
Yeah, you can, and also you can go to Reverb Nation/Killer Dismount. Listen to some of their music for free. If you like it, buy it. And starting next year, they're going to go back to doing live shows.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to go and check that out.
Yeah,
see if I can get any tickets, yeah.
Again, it's reverbnation.com/Killer Dismount. Man, Chris, I really love this studio.
I really enjoy the studio, too. It's just a nice environment here. They're very helpful over here. And it helps us create what you listen to every day.
Exactly. Plus, they've added in the soundproofing, so you can no longer hear the whispers coming out of my asshole.
What was that? Was that fart? I should go kill somebody now? Well, I'm sorry.
If you have any sort of recording needs, you can go to richardthurmanentertainment.com. Check him out. The webpage is actually really nice, and it's got a big, sexy picture of Richard playing the bass. That goes in the spank tank.
And this is for any recording needs you have, whether you're a band, try to make your own podcast like us, or just whatever you need to do.
No, if you have to make a podcast, you fucking go somewhere else. Richard's mine.
But no, honestly, no, he's a great guy to work with and very helpful.
Yeah. Good prices, great environment, and shine your shoes for a nickel.
Yep.
And as always, whether your beard's on your face or in your heart, thanks for listening.